My name is Naveen Malik and welcome to my YouTube channel Data Architect Diaries. So today we are going to talk about something that honestly changed the way I think about data pipelines. So if you have ever worked with data warehouse, data lakes or any kind of analytics platform, you have probably faced this one painful question. How do I capture only the change in my data without reprocessing everything? That's exactly what Change Data Capture or CDC solves. And when you combine it with Delta Lake, oh man, it's like giving your data pipeline superpower. And the best part, today I'm not just going to explain the theory. We are going to jump into the Databricks and do a full hands-on demo, step by step. You will see exactly how this works in practice. So grab your coffee, sit tight, and let's break this down step by step. No jargon ever overload, I promise. So let's dive in. Alright, so first thing first, what exactly is CDC? CDC stands for Change Data Capture, and the idea is beautiful, simple. Imagine you have a database, say a customer database with millions of rows. Every day, some customers update their phone number, some new customers sign up, and sadly, some customer get deleted. Now the old school way, you have just copied the entire table every single night into your data warehouse. So every single row, even the ones that did not change, that's what we call a full load. And it's an incredible wasteful. CDC flips that on its head. Instead of copying everything, CDC says, hey, just tell me what changed since the last time I checked. That's it. Only the insert, the update, and the delete. Think of it like this. Imagine you are reading a 500 page book. You read 490 page yesterday. Would you start from page 1 again today? Of course not. You just pick up from page 491. That is CDC. It picks up only what's new. Now CDC is not just one thing. There are actually different ways to capture change and each has its pros and cons. Let me walk you through the main ones. Okay. So first one is log based CDC. This is the gold standard. Your database already keeps a transaction log. Every insert, update, delete gets recorded there. Tool like Debigium, AWS DMS or Oracle Golden Gate Read this logs directly. It's a non-intrusive meaning your source database does not even feel the load. This is what most production systems use. Okay. Second one is trigger based CDC. Here you literally put database trigger on your table. Every time a row change, the trigger fires and write the change to a separate change table. It works, but it adds overhead to your source system. Every write operation now does double the work. Okay. Third one is timestamp based CDC. This one's simpler. You add a last modified column to your table and your ETL job just pulls everything where that timestamp is greater than the last run. Easy to implement, but here is the catch. It cannot detect delete if a row gets deleted. There is no timestamp to tell you. Fifth one is different based CDC. You take a snapshot today, compare it with yesterday's snapshot, and figure out what changed. It works for a small table, but for millions of rows, that comparison becomes extremely expensive. So for today's video, we are going to focus mostly on log-based CDC because that's where you will see in real-world architectures paired with Delta Lake. Okay, hope you have understood the types of the CDC. Okay, so we have covered the CDC part. Now let's talk about the Delta Lake part. Delta Lake is an open source storage layer that sits on top of your data lake, whether that S3, ADLS, GCS or HDFS. It was originally created by Databricks, but it's now a Linux Foundation project, so it's open to everyone. Now here is the thing about regular data lakes. They are great for storing massive amount of data cheaply, but they have some serious problem. No ACID transaction, no schema enforcement, no way to handle update or delete efficiently. So basically a regular data lake is like a huge library with no catalog, books everywhere, no order. So Delta Lake fixes all of this. It brings ACID transaction to your data lake. It gives you schema enforcement so bad data does not snack it. It supports time travel. Yes, you can query your data as it looked yesterday, last week or last month. And most importantly for our topic today, it supports update, delete and merge natively. This last part, that's exactly what makes it perfect for CDC. So here is where it gets really interesting. Why do CDC and Delta Lake work so well together? So think about it. CDC gives you a stream of changes, that is insert, update, deletes. But where do you land those changes? If you land them in a regular data lake, you are in a trouble. Parquet file are immutable. You cannot just update row 47 in file number 3. You would have to rewrite entire file, manage versioning yourself, deal with partial failure. So it's a nightmare. But Delta Lake, it handles all of it natively. When you do a merge operation in Delta Lake, it figures out, okay, this record exists, so I will update it. This one is a new, so I will insert it. And this one was deleted, so I will mark it accordingly, all within an ACID transaction. If something falls halfway, it rolls back cleanly. No corrupted data, no half-written files. Okay? This combination gives you three massive benefits. First one, near real-time data freshness. Your analytics are always up to date. Second one, storage efficiency. You are not duplicating your entire data set every day. Third one, reliability. ACID transaction means you can trust your data. Okay. Now in this slide, let me walk you through a typical CDC with Delta Lake architecture. I have got a visual here to make this easier. On the left, you have source system. This could be MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle or SQL Server, any transactional database. Next, you have your CDC tool. It's a typically Debian, AWS, DMS or a simple tool that reads the database transaction log. It captures every change and publishes it into a message queue. That message queue is usually Apache Kafka or AWS Kinesis. This acts as a buffer, a highway for your change events to flow through. Okay. Then you have your processing layer. This is where Spark structured streaming or Databricks autoloader picks up those change events from Kafka and processing them. Okay. Last one and finally, you have your Delta Lake tables. Your bronze, silver and gold layer. The raw change lands in bronze, gets cleaned and merged into silver and gets aggregated for business use in gold. So the beauty of this, once it's set up, it just flow. Change happens in your source database and within minutes, sometimes second, those changes are reflected in your analytics layer. Okay. So this one is the full architecture of CDC. Now the heart of CDC with Delta Lake is the merge statement. This is where the magic happens. Let me break it down. The merge statement in Delta Lake uses SQL-like syntax. You say take my target table, the delta table, take my source, the incoming CDC change, match them on a key like customer ID and then tell me what to do in three scenarios. First one is when matched and the operation is update. Update the existing row with the new value. Second one, when matched and the operation is delete. Remove that row from the target table. Third one is when not matched. This is a new record, so insert it. All of this happens in a single atomic operation. No three separate queries, one single transaction, consistent operation. Let me give you a quick example. Say your CDC stream brings in three events. Customer 101 changed their email. Customer 205 is a brand new sign up and the customer 89 requested account deletion. The merge statement handles all three in one go. Update 101, insert 205 and delete 89. Done, clean and reliable. So this one is the merge operation. Now here comes the fun part. Enough theory. Let's get into hands dirty. Okay. I am going to walk you through a complete end-to-end CDC pipeline inside Databricks. You will do this step by step. So if you have never opened a Databricks notebook before, you will be able to follow along. Okay. Here, what we are going to do, we will set up a scenario where we have customer data coming in from a source system. We will simulate CDC event, insert, update and delete. Then we will use the Delta Lake merge operation to process those changes. And finally, we will explore some superpower like time travel, schema evolution and the change data feed. I have broken this into 5 practical steps. Let's jump in. Okay, so first thing first, let's create our target delta table. This is the table that will receive all the CDC changes. Okay, I am in a Databricks notebook. Right now, let me run the first cell. Okay, with the use catalog which we are using for test underscore delta lake. Okay, now we are going to creating a database called CDC underscore demo. Okay, let's execute it. After that, we will try to create a table, customer table, which also having the 4 columns: customer ID, name, email and city. Okay, we are also inserting 5 initial row. Think of this as the current state of our customer table before any changes comes in. Okay, so let's insert the 5 rows. So we have got customer first through 5: Arav, Priya, Rahul, Sneha and Vikram. Okay, let me run a quick select to show you what this look like. Okay, so here you can see all everything data inserted into the tables. Okay, now come into the simulate CDC events. Okay, this one is for set up the target table. Let's do this one. Now in a real production system, these CDC event would come from Debian or AWS DMS through Kafka. But for our demo, we are going to simulate them by creating a temporary view. Okay, look at this. We are creating a CDC underscore event view with 3 types of the changes. Okay, let's create a view. CDC event with the 3 type of like update, delete and insert. Okay. When we talk about the update, customer on Aura has moved from Delhi to Bangalore. Okay, it will be from update. Second one, delete, customer 3 Rahul has requested account deletion, so his record as op type is equal to delete. Okay. Third one, and insert. We have brand new customer ID 6 Meera from Pune. Her record has op type underscore is equal to insert. Okay. Now select this one. So here Arav, Bangalore, Rahul, Chennai, Meera, Pune. Okay, let's see. So Rahul is going to delete. Okay, Arav is going to update from Delhi to Bangalore, and Meera is a new one. Okay, that's going to insert. Now we are going to execute the merge. Okay, here is the big moment. This is the merge statement, the heart of CDC with Delta Lake. Okay, let me walk you through this sequel. We say merge into customer as target. Okay, let's see, take a okay, let me walk you through this sequel. We say merge into customer as target. That is our delta table. Using CDC event at source, this is our incoming change. Okay. On target dot customer ID is equal to source dot customer ID. That's our matching key. Okay. Then the 3 condition, when matched and source dot op type is equal to delete, then delete. When matched and source dot op type dot update, then update set star. If you find a match and the operation is update, update all the columns. Okay. Third one is when not matched and source dot op type is equal to insert, that it will also going for the insert. Okay. So I have executed this one. So we have checked that the 3 affected rows are there. Updated rows 1, deleted row is 1 and inserted row is 1. Okay. What we will do, we will also now execute the customer table and let's see. So here Arab is for Bangalore, from Delhi to Bangalore. Rahul has been deleted and Mira has been inserted. So now 6 records are there. Okay. Now demo step 4 is time travel and history. Okay. Now here where Delta Lake really blow your mind, let's talk about time travel. Okay. I am running describe history customers. Okay. Now here I am so look at this. Delta Lake has been keeping track of every operation we have done. Here you can see version 0 is the create table. Second one is to update. Okay, that's for we have already updated that one. Second one then is the merge. For third one is the optimize here. Okay, I can query the data as it was before the merge by saying select star from customer that version as of 0. Okay, let's see. Because version 0 is going to create one. Let's see second one is going to insert. So here you can see Arab for Delhi city, Rahul is going for the Chennai. Now for the current it is going to delete and from Arab for Arab that is also going to change the city from Delhi to Bangalore. Okay. So this one is for time travel. One last superpower I want to show you the change data feed or CDF. Okay. This is incredible. Delta Lake can itself because CDC source. Let me enable it by running alter table customer set TVL properties delta dot enable change data feed is equal to true. So let's execute this one. Now we can see we have change enable the CDC. Okay. So now customer 2 Priya moves from Mumbai to Chennai. Okay. And we get a new customer ID 7 Arjun from Hyderabad. Let's see. So after the merge, I can query the change feed like select star from table change. Okay. So what we can see, this shows me exactly what changed from version 4 onwards with change type column telling me where each row was an insert, an update pre-image or update post image. Okay. Update pre-image and update post image. So you can see from Priya location has been changed from Mumbai to Chennai and new records Arjun has been inserted. Okay. So why is this powerful? Because now your gold layer table, your dashboard, your ML feature store, they don't need to read the entire silver table. They can subscribe to just a change. So it's CDC all the way down the pipeline. So absolutely game changing for your performance. Okay. Hope you have understood this one scenario. Let me quickly show you what the complete pipeline looks like in a single Databricks notebook. When we talk about cell 1, setup, create the database, delta tables and initial schema. Cell 2, bronze layer, ingest raw CDC events using autoloader or Kafka. Okay. Cell 3, silver layer, apply the merge with deduplication. Cell 4, gold layer, create aggregated views for dashboards and analytics. Okay. Fifth one is monitoring, check table history, change data feed and file statics. So 5 cells, there is your entire CDC pipeline in Databricks from raw events to business ready data and every layer is a data table so you get time travel, ACID transaction and the change data feed at every stage. Okay. Now let me quickly summarize the superpower we just saw in action because seeing them in a demo is one thing but understanding when you use each one is what makes you dangerous in a good way. Time travel, we saw this every merge creates a new version. You can query any version, restore to any version. Use it for auditing, debugging and disaster recovery. Okay. Second one is schema evolution. We saw how Delta Lake auto-loads column use it when your source systems are evolving frequently, which let's be honest is always. Third one is optimize and G-order. We did not demo this one, but it's critical. As CDC change accumulate, you ends up with lots of small files. Run optimize customers G-order by city periodically to compact files and customer data for fast query. Okay. Last one is change data feed. We saw this let threads change and expose them. Use it to build efficient downstream pipeline, then process only what change. Okay. So before we wrap up, let me share some best practice that I have learned the hard way so you don't have to. First one is idempotent writes. Deduplicacy CDC events row number before merge. Okay. Second one is partition wisely. Don't over partition your data table. A good rule of thumb is each partition should have at least 1 GB of data. Okay. Third one is monitor your CDC lag. Set up alerts for when your CDC pipeline falls behind. In Databricks, use the streaming query listener or check the Spark UI streaming tabs. Okay. If your Kafka customer lag is growing, that's a red flag. Fourth one is use the Medallion architecture. Land row CDC went in bronze, clean deduplicate and merged in silver. Aggregate for business use in gold. The separation of concern make debugging and reprocessing so much easier. Okay. Fifth one is test your deletes. This is often overlooked. Make sure hard deletes from your source are actually reflected on your Delta Lake. I have seen pipelines where delete was silently dropped because the merge condition did not account for them. Okay. Last one is schedule optimize regularly. In Databricks, set up a job to run optimize and vacuum on your Delta table. Optimize compact small file and vacuum remove old version you no longer need. So this keep your storage lean and query fast. Okay. So alright, let's do a quick recap what we covered today. CDC, change data capture, is about capturing only the changes from your source system instead of full load. Delta Lake gives you the power to handle those changes with ACID transaction, merge operation, time travel, and more. And Databricks gives you the platform to build and run all of this with notebook, autoloader, streaming, and built-in optimization. We did not just talk about theory today. We built a full CDC pipeline in Databricks, from creating the target table to simulate CDC event to running the merge to exploring time travel and change data feed. Everything you need to get started. So if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you have not already and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next one. Drop a comment below if you have question or if you want me to cover topics like Delta Live Table, Unity Catalog or streaming with Kafka in future videos. Until next time, this is Naveen Malik from Data Architecture Diaries. Keep building, keep learning, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and thank you.